All right, kids. So in this video, I'm going to give you a little bit of a strategy, well, here in the next two videos, for graphing functions. All right. So we're gonna have some better techniques to come later, but this one, all right, this one is a linear function. Remember, because the power here of our variable, the power is a 1. So when we graph this later, it's going to make a straight line. So we're going to use this thing called the t-table method, where we're choosing certain numbers for x to plug in, and they're going to give us y values back. All right, so we're going to fill in this t-table. Now, because this one had a 1/2 right here, we're doing 1/2 times x, I actually had to be a little careful. I need to choose even numbers, so that way they come out to nice round answers in the end. All right. You're going to be doing simpler ones, like y equal 3x minus 4, that kind of stuff. But I'll probably throw in a fraction or something as well. Okay, let's go ahead and get this one knocked out. Okay, so I'm going to plug in 4 for x right here. So I'm going to do 1/2 times 4 plus 3. Half of 4 is equal to 2. 2 plus 3, that's equal to 5. And so that's my y value. All right, let's plug in 2 for x. All right, 1/2 times 2, and then plus 3. You see how that resembles that one? That's what I'm going back to. I'm plugging it into that function. Half of 2 is equal to 1, and then 1 plus 3. That's equal to 4. Oh, 4. And then plugging in 0 for x here, this is going to be easy. 1/2 times 0, that disintegrates like Spider-Man, and then plus 3. So you get a 3. All right. And then next one, we're going to plug in -2 for x. So 1/2 times -2. Half of -2 is equal to -1. And then plus 3, that's equal to 2. Hopefully you can predict what the next one's going to be. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, probably. Yeah, probably. Let's see here. 1/2 times -4 plus 3. Let's see here. Half of -4 is equal to -2. And then -2 plus 3, ta-da, it does equal 1. All right, so I'm going to come back to this t-table in the next video. All right, so this was a linear function. I'm also going to look at a quadratic function here. I'm actually going to change this to a -2. I just decided I was going to do that. So this one is quadratic because the highest power here is a 2. It does have a linear term, but the highest power in this polynomial is a 2. So we do call it a quadratic here. Let me make that red. All right. So let's start by plugging in 3 for x. All right, so these first few aren't going to be bad. Plugging in 3 for x, we get -2 parentheses 3 squared minus 4 parentheses 3 plus 1. And then we're going to work this out. You could use a calculator if you want to. I'm just going to sound it out. All right, 3 to the second power, exponents first. 3 to the second power is 9. 9 times -2 is -18. Minus 4 times 3 is 12. -18 minus 12 is -30. And then -30 plus 1 is equal to... -30 plus 1 is equal to -29. Boy, I probably made a mistake by changing that to a negative. Let me think here. Yeah, we'll just roll with it. We'll see what happens. All right, next one, we're going to plug in 2 for x. So -2 parentheses 2. And then 4 times 2 plus 1. All right. 2 squared is 4. 4 times -2 is -8. And then minus 8, and then plus 1. Oh, sorry, yeah, that's 8, so minus 8. You get negative 16, and then negative 16 plus 1 is negative 15. All right, got to clear some space here. This one, we're just going to plug in 1 for x. All right, plugging in 1 for x. You can do this one in your head. 1 to the second power is 1, and then you have that negative 2 there. And then 1 times the 4 is equal to 4, but you're minusing it, plus 1. All right, negative 2 minus 4 plus 1. Negative 6 plus 1, that's negative 5. All right, let's plug in 0 for x. Plugging in 0 for x, you get disintegration, and you have a 1 left over. That's it, just 1. Let's plug in negative 1 for x. So you get negative 2 parentheses negative 1 squared minus 4 parentheses negative 1 plus 1. All right. Yeah, here you got to be careful. Negative 1 squared. That means negative 1 times negative 1. So it becomes positive again. And then you're timesing it by negative 2. So the answer for that part's negative 2. All right. Let's see here. Negative 4 and negative 1 will make a positive 4 plus 1. All right. Negative 2 plus 4, that's equal to 2. And then 2 plus 1, that's equal to 3. Man. Well, we'll see how this turns out. In the next video, we're going to graph them.